Hey guys, what's up? This is Let's Ride U.S.A. Today I'm going to be showing you guys our new pit bike. So this is my brother's KLX110L that he just got after he sold the CRF50. We've had this bike for a while, I just haven't gotten the chance to make a video on it. So I'm just going to be showing you guys around the bike and tell you a little bit what it has done to it, what we plan on doing to it, and just giving you kind of an insight on our new bike. So starting up top here, got Pro Tapper XR50 high-rise bars with Pro Tapper pillow top grips. Really nice, they feel really comfortable. I actually wasn't too sure how my brother was gonna like the high-rise bars. For me, I think they're awesome. It makes the bike feel a lot bigger than it really is. I thought it was gonna be too big for my brother. I thought it would maybe feel like, you know, too high, but he really likes the feel of the high-rise bars, so that's really good. As for the levers, got an MSR clutch lever. Has a little bit of a grip right on the lever, which is really cool. So when you're using a clutch, it's, you know, you can use it one finger, two fingers, and it's really grippy and has a really nice pull to it. Then coming along here to the brake lever, I actually just replaced this because my brother dropped the bike and broke the stock brake lever. So we replaced it with this Bike Master black brake lever. It's got this really nice gold orange barrel adjuster, which I think is really cool. Brake is not completely set up yet. I just put the lever on. I still need to make some adjustments to it. Coming down, got Geomoax MX51 tires, both in the front and the rear. Also the wheels, the spokes, and the hubs, both in the front as well as in the back, are painted black. I think it's just plasti dip. We bought the bike like that, but I really do like the way it looks. Right now it's a little bit dirty, but when it's all nice and cleaned up and the black rims with the green, the black handlebars, it really makes the bike look really nice. Also, the rear swing arm is also painted black. And I also painted the kickstand black because it was kind of fading. The original paint was chipping, so just kind of touched it up with some black spray paint. I think it looks really good. Like I said, when it's actually all cleaned up, it looks a lot better. And then also spray painted the rear brake lever black, and that came out pretty nice too. So then also have these Renegade graphics from the front to the rear. I think we are going to replace those. Not sure what kind of graphics we're going to get, but you know, just customizing it and making it our own pit bike. I think that's probably going to be the first step, is getting some new graphics. But it has a Pro Circuit T4 exhaust on it, which is really nice. I definitely like it. Definitely adds some power to it. Makes the bike just look that much nicer, and it sounds great. I'll start it up for you guys at the end of the video and show you how it sounds. But it really does look really nice on the bike. But I think we are gonna maybe replace the stickers on it because they're kind of fading, and just to kind of, you know, touch up the bike and make it look a little bit newer. Coming onto this side, I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty sure there's a bigger carburetor in this bike, because when we bought the bike, we got the original stock carburetor, and so I think this one's bigger. It definitely feels like it's got something done to it. You know, I know the pipe definitely adds some power, but I definitely think there's a bigger carburetor on this, just because it's able to pop wheelies in pretty much every gear except for first, second, and third. All pop wheelies really easily without even using the clutch. Just hit the throttle and the front wheel comes up, and you can wheelie it, you know, all the way down the road. So it's really easy to wheelie, and I feel like if this was completely stock, that wouldn't be the case. I've never ridden a stock KLX110L, but you know, I have an XR100, and I've ridden other 110s, not the L, which has a clutch, but the other 110s that I've ridden, they're not as powerful as this. and it's got the same engine. The only difference between the KLX110L and the regular KLX is it sits a little bit taller, and it has the clutch, and it's a 4-speed instead of a 3-speed. So I definitely think that the pipe adds some, and I definitely think that there's a bigger carburetor, just because the power on this bike is way more than I've ever have experienced on any other 110. So then coming on to the rear here, got an aftermarket rear shock, which it's pretty stiff, but I like it. I've never had it bottom out. I think it works absolutely great. I think that maybe in thinking about maybe even upgrading the front suspension, because the front suspension is stock but the rear is not, so it's kind of a little bit off balance because the front is pretty soft and the back is really stiff. But honestly, it works great for what we do, you know, just going off little jumps and stuff like that, riding in the woods, riding at the track. It works awesome. So maybe adjust the front suspension, but as for now, it works great. So now this does have electric start, but on this bike it does not work. I'm not sure why, just something electrical. We were gonna have it fixed, but you know, for the money, I just really didn't think that it was worth it, because I like kickstarting it better. My brother likes kickstarting it better. It's a little bit more fun. You know, 90% of the bikes out there, they're kickstart. So, you know, you're gonna eventually need to kickstart. Definitely having the electric start is a nice feature, but you know, I think for the money, I'm kind of glad that I didn't pay money to have that fixed and just use the kickstart. Maybe if I get around to it, I'll see if I can wire it up and get it to work. If not, I'm probably just going to take the battery out of it and all the electrical components that, you know, are part of the electric start, just to make the bike a little bit lighter. It's already pretty light, but you know, always can take some weight off the bike. So I really like this bike a lot. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really glad I went with the 110L as opposed to the 110, just because it's great for my brother. It's a perfect size for him. It's not too big, but it's definitely not too small. It's like the perfect size. He definitely grow into it a little bit, but then if me or any of my friends want to get on the bike and just go mess around, it's, you know, the perfect size for us. And I think a regular 110 maybe a little bit too small if an adult wanted to get on and kind of play around on it. You know, it's definitely doable, but having the higher suspension and the clutch just makes the bike just that much more fun. So I really like that about the bike. So I'll start it up for you guys. You can listen to how it sounds, and I think that is going to be it for this video. All right, I'll start it up real quick. Okay, so thanks guys for watching. Definitely will be doing a more in-depth review of this bike. This was just kind of show you guys the new bike, and you know, be expecting to see a lot more pit bike videos on this. This has already been to the track a couple times, so I'll definitely upload some videos from that. You know, super happy with this bike. I got it for an absolutely amazing deal. KLX110Ls are pretty expensive even on the used market. This is a 2011. That's, you know, we bought it pretty much fully upgraded, so we got it for an absolute steal. I love the bike. Just gonna do a little bit of modifications to the bike, just more so customizing it, and just, you know, just trying to get it in the best condition that we possibly can. I love the bike. My brother loves the bike. So thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because there will be a lot more videos on the KLX110L, so you're not going to want to miss those.